Hey y'all, it is February the 24th, 2018, and we're back and we got about 10 minutes, y'all. I want to discuss, alright, just because it is fish in the barrel at this point, dude, I'm doing it with the greatest of ease. I want to discuss the retardation, not only in and around the schools as far as keeping children safe, but the retardation, the absolute in-your-face retardation of people, figureheads in the media, such as this guy with the nice hair. And no, I don't know his name. I don't really care. But he's from ABC News, and this is ABC News' YouTube channel. And the video is titled, "School Shooting Suspect Threatened Girl He'd Briefly Dated." And this is from a student. So let's go over their evidence yet again.
The president unleashing that Twitter storm involving the Florida school shooting, the FBI, and Russia. And it comes as we learn more about that deadly shooting in Parkland, Florida. Nicholas Cruz in court for a preliminary hearing today. And this video now emerging, allegedly fighting at school. Tonight we're learning more about what that fight...
Alright, so the video that they're showing you, in which you can't tell what's happening, you can't tell the build-up, you don't know the context of the fight, is a fight that was shown to you to basically incriminate Nicholas Cruz, even though it may or may not have not a damn thing to do with the shooting. Right? We have no idea. We have no evidence. We have no context. But this is a fight that's being shown to you so that you understand, oh, he's a powder keg, this guy. You should already incriminate him in your mind. You have no evidence, but he's a bad person. Look, he's got into a fight. All right. So how many children out there do you suppose have gotten into a fist fight at school? How about we lock them all away forever? Right? So, I mean, who knows what the context of the fight was? At all. This right here, what they're showing you, is totally irrelevant to the shooting in general. So let's just continue. Please continue, guy.
Might have centered around with Cruz. And for the first time, the family that took him in after his mother died from the flu now breaking their silence.
You know, it really pains me to hear that y'all keep saying, because was it his mother? Was it his mother that died from the flu? How did this all play out? Because y'all seem very confused about it. I thought it was his foster mother that died from the flu. But y'all can't get not one detail correct. So let's continue.
ABC's Victor Kendo leads us off from Florida tonight.
Nicholas Cruz appearing in court, flanked by police officers. Head bowed, eyes trained to the ground.
As they should be, as he was probably instructed by lawyers.
Including this video obtained by ABC affiliate WPLG, allegedly showing Cruz in a white shirt fighting at school. Student Ariana Lopez says the fight was over.
Man, check out the evidence they just gave you of Cruz being in a fight. He was in a vicious fight. Did you see the second and a half that they gave you? It's funny because Cruz doesn't even seem to be the aggressor. It looks like the crowd of people are fighting on top of Cruz. Or they're trying to run him over in a sense. It's just toppling out over him. That was what I got from the second and a half of clip that they showed you, while they're trying to incriminate this young boy with no evidence.
A girl Cruz briefly dated.
He would hit her. He would threaten her.
Cruz
eventually. All right, see, this is yet another example of a second and a half clip that I'm supposed to believe for some reason, and which doesn't make any sense because it's not the girl, it's not his ex-girlfriend who's saying it. You understand? Because she would have to have some sort of responsibility in that situation as far as just vouching that this person indeed is a monster. And guess what? She's not coming out and saying this dude was a monster. All right? It's not the girl who actually got abused, allegedly, who's even reporting it. It's a different girl saying, oh, from what I heard, is he was beating up his girlfriend and stuff like that, and he's all aggressive. That's what I heard, but I don't have proof on it. All right, I don't have no proof, so let's continue.
Eventually expelled after the fight, but Lopez says she and her friends had made multiple reports to school officials before the fight, alerting them to alarming behavior from Cruz.
He texted them, threatening them, saying he was going to kill them and their friends and their families.
All right, I just want to stop there. We're not going to get context. We're not going to get all the details from this lady or any other young child in and around this situation. But yet again, I just got to point out, oh, he was texting people? Really, do you have proof on that? Because you don't. No, you don't. Could have been anybody texting you. There is no proof. The thing is, when that does happen and someone's texting that they're going to kill you, should be able to go to the authorities and they'll figure out, okay, is this person really doing that? And if so, if they're doing that, let's confront this person and ask them. And if we confront this person and we find out, well, that actually, no, they're not doing it. It's actually some other troll who's doing that using their name. Well, see, that's when you figure out a solution to the situation. But that was altogether bypassed in this situation by the FBI. They said, I don't know what they said. I don't know what they found. But they did find enough reason to go ahead and stand down and not intervene at all. All right? And there's a lot of people who want gun laws.
That he was going to use the guns that he owned.
And now the couple who took Cruz into their home last November after his mother died of the flu, breaking their silence.
All right, no, was it his mother, dude? I mean, can you get one detail correct? Was it his mother or his foster mother who died of the flu? All right, and did she get a flu shot? Of course you don't want to know. Of course you don't. But here's the thing, they're going to be talking to these people who just recently took in this young child. They're going to be talking to these people, and basically it's going to paint a picture that these people had no idea what was going on in their house. But what I have to assure you is that they did know what was going on in their house. And so, with that being said, let's just walk right through it. Let's walk right through what these recent foster parents are going to say.
The couple took Cruz into their home last November after his mother died of the flu, breaking their silence.
Everything everybody seems to know, we didn't know.
All right, so before he continues on about the fact is, everybody who's saying stuff, all what they knew, these people who actually had him living in their house had no idea. They didn't know all these things that people out here claim to know so much about this boy. Now, here's the thing. All sort of incompetence. Like I said, the ball was dropped completely by the FBI. Absolutely dropped. And that's no good for anybody. But the thing is, what I got to say is complete all-around total incompetence. Let's imagine this boy did have a troubled past. Let's imagine he was super violent and he did have guns and stuff like this. Why would you not alert the foster parents who are taking him in? Why wouldn't the police say something? Why wouldn't the school say something? Why wouldn't all sort of people say something? Look, you have a very destructive, not suicidal, but homicidal young man who's trying to move into your house. As a foster parent, you should probably be privy to that information. Guess what? They weren't, because that information does not exist. It's not in existence. All right, so let's continue.
He had rules, and he followed every rule to the T. And
yeah, he did.
Polite.
He was a rule follower.
He seemed normal.
Very polite
James
and very
Kelly
normal.
Say they never saw what his former neighbors did: cruelty and killing of animals. Or those Instagram.
Cruelty and killing of animals, of which there is absolutely no proof. I saw him in the backyard with a BB gun in his underwear. Oh, that's all you got for me? You got pictures of him with a mask over his entire face, and that's proof.
Post showing Cruz.
You got a picture of him with a BB gun. Oh man, y'all are crack detectives, dude. Y'all are really good at your job. Y'all are very good reporters.
Holding a pistol, and another, a large knife.
There's a mask over his entire
He
face.
never did anything like that at our house. We have animals, and he loved our animals. Our animals loved him.
All right, I do want to discuss that right there, because you're understanding that people are calling these foster parents liars, or they're calling them criminally ignorant. They're calling everybody liars. They're calling me liars. Anybody who questions the situation is a liar now. All right, but meanwhile, dogs, let me just, feel free to disagree with me, but dogs in general, they usually pick up vibes, irregardless. You don't have to talk to them or anything like that. Most times, dogs will pick up vibes. So, most of the time, especially with an autistic person, a dog is going to pick up on their animal torturing ways and their vibe, and they're going to be real wary of that person. No, actually, these dogs love that person. These dogs really, really enjoyed Nicholas's company, and they enjoyed his vibe. See, these people out here want to say that the dogs are lying. Are the dogs lying too? So these parents are lying. Everybody's lying. There is no evidence, and even the dogs are lying at this point. That's what y'all want to say. So let's continue.
There's no way I'd let anybody in my house if I thought they was torturing animals at all. And if we'd known anything about the Instagram accounts, he wouldn't have even been in our home.
The Sneeds owned guns and knew Cruz had his own guns, but say they were locked away.
Before he moved in, one of the stipulations is he had to get a gun safe. and we got a gun safe on the way back from Lantana from moving his stuff to our house.
Did he didn't have free access to this gun
No,
safe?
no, I thought I had the only key to the gun safe.
Today, a source familiar with the investigation telling ABC News Cruz had legally purchased 7 guns, including an AK-47,
Which is not
and the AR-15
illegal.
allegedly used in the massacre.
Allegedly.
Just hours after the rampage, Kimberly Sneed, who took him in, says she confronted Cruz at the police station after he was arrested.
Southwise says, really, Nick? Really? You know, yelled at him. And he mumbled something, but I didn't hear it, and he said he was...
All right, let's stop the video because we're running out of time. Here's the thing. That was the bulk. She just told you what was the bulk of their conversation, in which from a distance she said, "Really, Nick? Really?" And he and he mumbled something. He mumbled something. He said, "I'm sorry." Let's imagine a situation where an autistic child really doesn't know what happened, and he might be convinced that he took part in a big murder, and he doesn't know what happened. He's being locked up. Obviously, there's nothing he can do about it. He's being walked into a jail. His new foster mom said, "Really, Nick? Really?" And he mumbles something to include sorry, simply because he has not a clue what's happening. That's the evidence we've been given. All right, so I'm about to run out of that data. I got to get out of here, and I'll holler at y'all in the next video. It's February the 24th, 2018.